Don't put in aspirin or sugar or that's old wives' tales, and it really doesn't do anything. You got it. The packet. That's why, like Ralph comes in a lot in the mornings, and Steve's come in a few times, and I'll tell him I don't want to sell them right now. I want at least 3 or 4 hours for my things to drink the way I want them, and then I know you don't have to worry about it when you get home, because that's important.
Many a time that's happened.
What
Yeah.
temperature water?
I just use cold tap water.
Cold?
Now, yep. If you wanted to open, like I'm going to have to today, I go get my carnations for tomorrow morning's funeral. They're going to be all tight. So I'm going to go home to my house, put them in as hot as water as your hand can stand, put the oven on and put them in front of the oven so that they'll open. And when they drink the water, it'll force them to open. But if you want them to last, it has to be cold water.
So I always use lukewarm
No, use cold.
or room temperature.
Use cold. Some flowers you can, like some, I guess you can if you want them to open, and if they have a hard stem, lilac. And then any kind of branchy flower like that, break it. Don't cut it. Break it. It makes all that fiber loose, and it'll drink a lot more. Hydrangeas too. I like that long cut, but a lot of people put 4 cuts, or some people snap the ends. I think snapping the ends is the best way to do it.
I have to tell you, my son got me tulips. I have no idea where he got them. Me and his girlfriend for Mother's Day. And I put the pennies in there like he told me, and mine lasted longer than hers because I told her to and she didn't. But they were droopy within 2 days, if not earlier.
Tulips are very hard.
And, well, yeah, but with yours, if I do what you tell me to do, they last longer than that. And
I try to stay with the same grower because I take everything home to see. And believe it or not, I don't know how we missed it. And I tell the guys, they help me and they water everything. There were 2 arrangements in the back on the shelf. And it's cold in my place. I have it on 58. But they kept watering them. And yesterday I went in and I looked and I said, what the hell are these? They were beautiful except for the baby roses. They lasted since Mother's Day, the Thursday before Mother's Day. So I try to stay with those people because I know what the product is. But tulips are hard. Sometimes I'll get them in, and in 2 days I have to throw them out. They're blown and done, even with the pennies. But I like Van Dykes, they're expensive. They're nice, but they will last. Van Dykes will last 2 weeks, but you're going to pay $30 for the bunch, whereas you pay $15 for a bunch of the local. That's the difference.
Van Dyke is a brand.
Yes, Van Dyke is a Holland brand. Yes.
Question, Charles. They used to tell me when I get flowers from home, cut them on an angle.
Yep. Because if you cut it flat, it's going to land on the bottom of the vase and it won't drink the water. If you cut it on an angle, the side of the flower will get the water. Yep. Yep.
Do you have to cut the stem under running water, or is that not?
No. Nope. And I saw something on. I look at the other. I like this German man. They're very different way of doing things in flowers. He takes the tulip or a rose and he puts a pin through the head. And I have no idea what that does. I've tried that and it doesn't seem to do anything. But in Holland and Germany and Europe and all, that's what they do. And maybe it's to let an air bubble out. I don't know, but no, they just stick it and pull it out, and I don't see it as any benefit.